Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best 5K monitors in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these 5K monitors, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which monitor are you using right now and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. LG 49W95C. Best for creatives. First off, we have an amazing monitor from LG, and this is something quite extraordinary, the LG 49WL95C. This monitor is one of the hugest ones I've ever seen, with a 49-inch panel size with a 32:9 ultra-wide aspect ratio that's very interesting to see. It has tons of features, a high-quality body, and so much more going on with it. It's a bit expensive, but you essentially get 3 monitors here, so if you require 3 monitors, this is a great choice. The first thing you'll notice about the LG 49WL95C is its large size, and I have to stress this one, it's a super large panel. It measures about 47.8 inches wide, which will take up a lot of space on your desk, but then again, this replaces 2 27-inch Quad HD monitors without any borders on the very attractive size. One of my favourite features about this unusual monitor is that you can connect 2 PCs to it at the same time and use them at the same time, thanks to the great screen real estate. The LG 49WL95C is based around a 49-inch in-plane switching panel with a native resolution of 5120 by 1440 pixels and a solid 32:9 aspect ratio. The pixel density is about 106 pixels per inch and works well for a lot of different purposes. The colour accuracy is pretty good, and it delivers 99% of the sRGB colour space. Brightness is at 350 nits at max, and the contrast is pretty good overall. Number 4. Samsung CRG9, best for gaming. Moving on, we have one of the best ultra-wide monitors in the market. It's the Samsung CRG9. This one has an amazing image quality and delivers very sharp, bright and clear images. It has many other features, and gaming on this one is just amazing. It's also great for multitasking, photo or video editing. It really is a great choice for graphic designers and gamers too. This Samsung monitor has a very stylish and beautiful design. It has 2 display ports, one HDMI 2.0 port, one USB 3.0 port, one USB 2.0 port, one headphone jack, and an internal power supply input. This monitor also supports picture-by-picture, allowing you to work with 2 sources on the screen at once. Also, the Samsung CRG9 has excellent low input lag at the native refresh rate. It has a Samsung QLED panel with a peak brightness of 1000 nits. It has reduced input latency and low frame rate compensation, and also this monitor is optimized for virtually any game genre, including RTS, RPG, FPS, and more. Overall, it's an amazing gaming and multitasking monitor that delivers an excellent image quality, great brightness level, and an amazing 5120 by 1440p resolution. It's a bit expensive, but if you want the best and price is not a problem, you should definitely consider taking a look at this one. Number 3. Philips Brilliance 499P9H, best ultra-wide monitor. If the other monitors here are ultra-wide, we're going to need a whole new word for this one, because this one is even ultra-wider. It's a 32:9 screen, whereas most of the screens here are 21:9. A normal monitor is 16:9, so the screen here is as wide as 2 16:9 monitors side by side. It's like a dual monitor setup, but with less of a footprint on the desk. The screen size is a whopping 49 inches to fit all this in, so it's absolutely massive as a single monitor, but it's pretty tidy as an alternative to 2. This amount of space is great for workflow because you can keep so many windows and tool panes visible together. Like many of the screens here, you can connect 2 different computers and have the screen display what's on them side by side, and the monitor actually functions as a KVM switch too, so you can use one keyboard and mouse. The Philips Brilliance 499P9H offers a winning combination of a gigantic ultra-wide curved screen shining with a bright vivid image and extras like a Windows Hello compatible webcam and built-in KVM switch. For those who particularly enjoy the ultra-wide aspect and appreciate the usability and extra features on offer, the Philips Brilliance 499P9H could be hard to resist. Number 2. LG 34BK95U, best runner-up. The LG 34WK95U is a good 5K IPS LED monitor with good picture quality. It can get very bright in SDR and it can also display HDR content decently. but unfortunately when viewed in dark rooms, blacks will look greyish due to the mediocre contrast ratio and the bad local dimming. It has a large size screen and excellent resolution. It has a low input lag that makes it very responsive to your actions, but it's not flicker-free and it does not support any variable refresh rate implementation to please serious gamers. There are numerous reports of people getting faulty units of the monitor which suffer from image burn-in or image retention. Not all units are affected by this, but if you decide to buy the LG 34WK95U or the LG 34BK95U, make sure the retailer has a good return policy. LG has dubbed the 5120x2160 screen resolution as 5K 2K, though you may see people referring to it as a 4K ultra-wide, 5K ultra-wide or 2160p ultra-wide as well. The monitor has dedicated picture presets for both HDR and SDR viewing modes, custom, vivid and cinema, as well as the HDR effect feature which simulates HDR for non-compatible content. As long as you know this monitor's practical limitations and can take advantage of its strengths, it's a worthwhile investment that can enhance your productivity if properly wielded. Number 1. Dell U4919DW. Best overall. For general use and casual gaming, there's no better way to expand your desktop than with the Dell U4919DW. Sporting solid build quality and accurate color, it's a great way to eliminate the black border between multiple monitors. Many prefer to run 2 or 3 monitors to multitask or increase the size of their gaming environment, and while this is a practical way to add screen area, there is always a pesky black bezel between those panels. Dell offers a solution to this with the ultra-sharp U4919DW. At 49 inches diagonal with a 32:9 aspect ratio, it offers the same screen area as 2 27-inch monitors. More importantly, it produces 5120 horizontal pixels and 1440 vertical pixels. While this Dell is not strictly a gaming monitor, it delivers decent response and reasonably low input lag with a 60Hz refresh rate. It also has excellent out-of-the-box color, flexible calibration options, and a sharp detailed image with solid contrast. In terms of panel tech, the 49-inch screen is an IPS LCD, which is the go-to standard for professional monitors. The reason for this is, despite modest contrast ratios, IPS allows for the best viewing angles, which is crucial for color-accurate work, along with superior uniformity. Dell's ultra-sharp U4919DW monitor ticks all the boxes for an ultra-wide based around productivity. You've got all the ports, pixels, screen, and image customization you could ever need in a work monitor. Buying guide. Size. The size of your screen plays an important role in how nice things look on your display at your chosen resolution. What this comes down to is PPI, or pixels per inch, and you want this to be as high as possible so that everything looks nice and crisp. The standard measurement for screen size is the diagonal measurement from the bottom left corner to the top right corner. For example, on a 27-inch display, a resolution of 1920x1080 gives you a PPI of 81.5. This is not a great PPI. Ideally, you want to be over 100 PPI for the best desktop viewing experience. The tricky part is most monitors don't publish their PPI, so you have to calculate this yourself. Contrast ratio. The contrast ratio is another important spec to consider when buying a monitor. In photography terms, think of this as the dynamic range of your monitor. This is the ratio of how bright the brightest pixels on your display can be versus the darkest they can be. In general, you want this to be as high as possible. For example, the Samsung U32D970 had a static contrast ratio of 1000:1. This is a good number to be around. There are better contrast ratios out there, but there are much worse too. Refresh rate. Refresh rate is the number of times per second the monitor refreshes its image. Refresh rate is measured in hertz. The higher the number, the more times per second the monitor refreshes. A higher refresh rate will improve motion resolution, which means moving images will appear sharper. 60 Hz is the minimum for a good quality monitor experience, but if you're choosing a monitor for gaming purposes, you want to go higher so your gaming experience will be smoother.